And then there was one. Another commissioner quit the Independent Commission for Infrastructure. That leaves ICI Chairman Andres Reyes Jr. as the lone member of the panel tasked to probe the flood control scandal, since former PNP Chief Rodolfo Azurin is only on an advisor capacity. So what happens now? Here's tonight's big story.
In a statement released today, ICI Commissioner Rossana Fajardo tendered her courtesy resignation effective December 31, 2025. It was only last December 15 that Commissioner Rogelio Babe Singson stepped away from the ICI citing health reasons. Singson followed Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong, who was the first to resign among those appointed by President Bongbong Marcos to the body. Magalong quit as special advisor just days after his appointment in late September 2025 and was replaced by former PNP Chief Rodolfo Azurin. In Fajardo's case, she did not mention any personal reason for her resignation, other than she has, quote, completed her work. Fajardo went on to address criticism about the ICI, saying other agencies are better suited to conduct the infrastructure corruption probe. She said a permanent commission with enhanced powers will be more effective in supporting the Ombudsman's office in prosecuting parties, citing bills submitted in Congress to create a new commission. Despite her resignation, Fajardo said it was an honor for her to serve alongside individuals who dedicated themselves selflessly to the Filipino people, and said she's truly grateful for the opportunity. Outside the ICI, Fajardo is country managing partner at SGV and Company. Reacting to Fajardo's resignation, ICI Chairperson Andres Reyes Jr. seemed to have hinted that the Commission's work will be coming to an end. In a statement, Reyes said the resignation of Fajardo comes as the Commission reached what he described as a natural point in its time-bound mandate to gather evidence and recommend corrective action on anomalous flood control projects. For now, Reyes said the Commission will focus on finalizing remaining items for submission to the Ombudsman in order to strengthen and add to the growing number of cases that will eventually be filed with the courts. Since its creation, the ICI has filed 8 referrals and cases with the Office of the Ombudsman. The cases involve nearly 100 individuals, including senators, congressmen, contractors, current and former DPWH officials, and a sitting commissioner of COA. Malacanang, for its part, recognized Fajardo's contribution to the ICI to ensure that public funds linked to the flood control scandal are accounted for. Presidential Communications Office Acting Secretary Dave Gomez said that Fajardo has completed the specific task she was asked to perform. Gomez further explained that Fajardo's role was always meant to be temporary, adding that President Marcos is thankful for her service. For her part, Palace Press Officer Claire Castro said despite Fajardo's resignation, the administration's campaign against corruption continues. But several lawmakers see Fajardo's quitting as the final nail in the ICI's coffin. ML Partila's Representative Leila De Lima said the infrastructure probe body may be at its end with Chairman Reyes, the lone surviving member. De Lima also questioned Malacanang's commitment to hold all those involved in the scandal accountable. On One News Storycon, here's the reaction of Akbayan Partila's Representative Percy Sendanya.
So paano sila mag-meeting? Walang quorum, di ba? To establish a quorum, you need 50% plus 1. The most basic na problem, who will second the relevant motions kung mag-isa lang yung presiding officer? So yan yung talagang ating concern dito sa ICI. Kitang-kita natin itong with the resignation of Commissioner Rossana Fajardo and the resignation of former Secretary Babe Singson, talagang nasa ICU na, naghihingalo na itong ICI. Well, if they're saying na magra-wrap up na sila, that is one of the greatest tragedies pa, given this unprecedented corruption scandal na meron tayo. Ang masasabi lang ng taong bayan ay, yun na yun, hanggang dun lang, that's it, pansit. Nakaka-insulto naman when they say that they're wrapping up na ganitong kahit yung basic and very fundamental na pangako na bago magpasko, may mga malalaking isda na mahuhuli at makukulong, hindi nila na-fulfill at hindi nila natupad. So, ano na yung nangyayari doon sa commitment ng Malacanang? Kung itong ICI, ang tingin nila ay nagra-wrap up na sila. So talagang hindi talaga tama na body at this point yung ICI. Kailangan talaga natin ng isang ICAIC, yung created by law.
Yeah.
At hindi lamang ginawa ng Pangulo.
Fellow Akbayan Party List Representative Shel Jokno called on the president to certify as urgent the bill creating the Independent Commission Against Infrastructure Corruption to address the inadequate powers and mandate which the ICI, he said, suffers from. Caloocan Representative Edgar Erice reiterated his statement when Singson resigned that the ICI is effectively dead. According to Erice, the collapse of the ICI appears deliberate, citing the absence of adequate funding, personnel, and enforcement authority. But for Senate President Tito Soto, he believes the ICI has served its purpose. Soto assured that the bill creating an independent People's Commission to further investigate infrastructure anomalies and corruption will be approved by the chamber next year. For News 5, I'm Marian Enriquez. We are One News.